storm comes to Eltharion. It is my duty, our duty, to endure. Stand with me. For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall.
Welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and part 7 of our legendary Eltharion the Grim campaign. In today's episode we are here for a fight against Nakari, the purple people eater with the double crab claws himself. He's doing his best General Grievous impression. It's going to be quite a scary battle. He's got himself the Lich Bone pendant, so he's going to have magical attacks that I think he already did have, as well as a little bit more spell resistance. Plan here is going to be have Yvresse sitting up front as kind of a little bit of a bait for him and the rest of his units, and run her away as fast as we can, drop the cage, and then hopefully all of our arrows can take him down pretty much all at once. That is the general strategy. We've got a lot of speed across the field here. Hopefully we can hold the line. Auto result thinks it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. We are able to channeling Spire here, as well as Envelop and Mist. So the channeling Spire gives us more power recharge and reserves per second. We'll get affect 5 allies in range. That's pretty cool. Either way, let's go ahead and take the fight to Nakari, who thankfully did not have the gold to seduce any of our units. We have a full roster. Let's do it. Alright then. And fighting against Slaanesh is one of those things. Let's see if we can... I guess we gotta take the high ground and draw them in, so... Let's start deployment. We'll try to make our unit as kind of thin as possible, as blocky. That way we can force the enemy to break on our walls. We'll have 2 spears up front.
Loyal.
I'm gonna have your main company defending the center line here.
We will obey. Loyal.
We need them a little ways apart. We're also gonna have spears here and on the other side. And then we'll do... Actually, we'll have Eltharion Sea Guard even further back. Well, that's just a unit of Hellflayers as opposed to the Simulant Slaughtercade. Let's stop the Slaughtercade, and then we can have the archers taking positions up in the middle.
It will be done. Archers, loyal.
Should be able to fire continuously.
For duty. Archers.
As long as we can layer up that fire as much as we can. Of the Spire Guard in the very back.
It will be done.
We're trying to flank all the way around our archers there.
Acknowledged.
3 in this little middle line, 2 in the front.
Archers.
It worked out pretty well.
Loyal. Orders received.
It would work out pretty well. We'll move these spears up just a little bit on both sides to try to better cover these archers.
Understood. Archers.
That's the wrong unit. I thought those were the Eltharion Sea Guard. Where are those guys hiding?
Loyal. It shall be done.
That's actually a fine spot for them.
It will be done.
Alright, so let's bring you guys a little bit further to the back because we want the enemies to be trying to flank and getting wrecked for their troubles.
Without fail.
Spire Guard eaters back here on the other side. We'll have the White Lions ready to rush out and deal with these chariots. Our own archers trying to draw the enemy towards the center. And then we probably should put these Eltharion Reavers also the same. Just ready to rush on in. We want them back far enough that they're not visible, but we want them kind of scheming in to deal with the enemies that are trying to flank us.
Heralds of the wind.
Archmage does need to be out front. It'd be not a fun job. Alright, so infantry with the Spire Guard and the Storm Riders. Guard mode for everyone but the pure main company.
Orders received.
Yes.
Archers and our cav. Vortex Shard. We can use that to drop his recharge. That's pretty useful. Alright, this is spooky. Let me begin. I gotta get much closer.
Heralds of the wind.
My journey continues.
See if we can force those arrows on Nakari. Oh, they even have a war shrine. That's spooky.
Guides us. Onward. Storm riders.
Turn and get ready.
Heralds of the wind.
Try to draw Nakari straight down the middle.
Serve the king. As you say.
We need the spear lines to kind of rotate a bit further there.
Serve the king.
Ooh, it's as spooky as it gets.
True magic is mine.
Alright, he's starting to give the whips.
Heralds of the wind.
Go ahead and lock Nakari down now. Every archer start firing on Nakari.
Orders received.
Oh, that's not good. Give us more power recharge while you can. Lions, get in here now. Seem to know they're there. Alright, Nakari's gone, thankfully. We can't do much here. You go after this cultist.
Asur Archmage.
More recharge. And they're in on our guard. And they're gonna start helping.
Archers.
All Striders can go. You're gonna go ahead and drop melee attack and armor here.
Behold my power!
Or our Reavers got caught. That's no good. Lions are feasting on these demonettes though.
Advance.
Harmonic convergence on the white main, or the pure main company, so they can deal with
Magic's unleashed!
this enemy cultist.
Eltharion Reavers.
They were keeping them back to wait.
Orders understood.
Man.
Assyrians fire!
We will obey.
Alright, Lions, come on through, deal with this group of demonettes now.
Asur attack. Without fail. Orders understood.
Catch the Slaughtercade.
Archers.
You guys can fire on these Hellstriders, that'd be awesome.
Will be done.
Oh, we're taking some damage.
It is fated!
Draw back.
Drop melee attack here, just go running.
Destiny sends me!
We can Wind Blast through these. Where are my Lions at? Dodge them back in. There's another group of chariots about to go.
Asur.
Burn fire here.
Swiftly.
While you guys just kind of move around the outside. Mage, get away from that nonsense. Drop the lightning.
Witness true magic!
Get rid of those demonettes. Come on now.
To battle.
Hellstriders who've got to go. There's a bunch of fiends up
It
front.
will be done. Kill them.
Power recharge in here.
Duty.
The winds flow through
Having the
me.
hardest time getting away.
Observe my
There we are.
radiance.
Man, that was a brutal fight. 10 left on our Storm Riders.
Quickly now.
But if we can ride down the rest of Nakari's guys here, you're in a pretty good shape for dealing with Be'lakor. We just gotta fall back for a bit.
Scions of Mathland. Sinaf. As you say.
And we managed to cut them down, although we did downgrade. Looks like our victory down to a Pyrrhic one. We lost none of our units completely, though. The Storm Riders almost got taken out. We are going to go ahead and force labor for the
They can
replenishment.
serve the tower.
They can indeed serve the tower. Tyrion owes me. The most notorious of Slaaneish's Keeper of Secrets has once again tasted defeat, no doubt finding it a most unpleasant sensation. As we get more experience gained faction-wide and more speed for this army. Nakari has been captured. Well, that's
High
great.
Elven
I'd love to hunt down Cormac as well. That is nothing but hounds.
Sheesh.
So if we fall back to our settlement, we should be in pretty good shape.
High Elven Archmage.
And this army is going to have to retreat to actually recruit more units. So let's fall back with Yennefer back to Tor of Yvresse.
Magic in purest form.
Magic in purest form. And then we'll go ahead and, I think, disband the Pure Main Company. So we don't have that huge hit to our income. It's only 260. We'll leave him for now.
Shaper of Fate.
Oh, it's time for your dedication. We can dedicate you to Assyrian for Phoenix Guard upgrades and control. Go for Swordmaster upgrades and more magic and corruption drop. Faction-wide increase to industry buildings. Post-battle loot upkeep for White Lions and Vanguard deploy. Isha gives you spears, rangers, replenishment, and resistance. Adioth is dragons and sacking and things. Dedication to Mathland gives us more income from ports faction-wide, upkeep for Lotharion Seaguard, and more defense. That's pretty good. And lastly, we've got the dedication to Hukon, which is more movement range, upkeep reduction for chariots. I think we're probably going to go for dedication to Mathland. Lotharion Seaguard, upkeep reduction, and more melee defense, and income from ports. There's a bound use of Chain Lightning, too. Let's do dedication to Mathland for now. We'll grab Crackling Potency here next turn.
Prince Eltharion.
Eltharion. Give you Merchant Lord.
It is necessary.
It is necessary. Cavill will go ahead and give you the speed of Syrian for 3 more defense and 10% more speed. Alright, I will actually give you the... No, she needs it quite a bit worse. Let's combine these two up here. Helm of Discord,
For Oswald!
which I think I like more than the Silvered Steel Helm for her. Natanian Vintner, and I wouldn't mind you having the Bard as well. Make sure control is truly in order here in Tour of Yvresse.
Hoeth's disciple.
So you stay here.
Trained by the White
A little bit of a
Tower.
nice small bump to our income. Let's go ahead and upgrade Elisali and see if the enemy just bypasses us completely to go after Trilinia. We'll have to hunt them down if they just decide to. So that's a demon prisoner. He gives us the same, the ruin shelter for all of our Mistwalker units. Which, honestly, we'll go ahead and interrogate Hikari.
You will yield your secrets.
You will yield your secrets. And then perhaps see if we're already in Lilith's.
Eltharion.
Yeah, we might as well execute Hikari this turn then. Sorry, buddy. Straight to the guillotine. Now we've got another upgrade, which we will throw in the Waystone upgrade to the Waystone Network. This activates Mist of Yvresse 3. So friendly armies inside the Mist of Yvresse also gain reduced recruitment time and more Winds of Magic. So that's everything down here in the bottom portion of our Athel Tamara prison upgraded. Probably onward now to actually upgrading our Mistbearers, or our Mistwalkers.
The Warden.
Glorious. Let's check to see if there's any more upgrades we can make. Actually, down here at the Sunken Kernarch, I don't mind the Elven Craftsman. Give us some more goods to trade with. And then while we have the gold, we might as well go for the Outpost. Helps us build up extra influence. So, Avathir, Tower of Lycian. We'll just do the Shrine of Assyria and make sure this thing stays safe. That tends to be where the Dreadfleet attacks from. There we go. Glorious. And since there's no deals we can make, not with the Pirates of Sartosa, yeah, let's increase our relations with Kalidor. And then Ironbrow, who are you fighting? Just Kalita? Okay, then we'll come on out and just increase our relations with Kalidor. One, 2 times. We'll play the game twice. Let's see if we can't get any trade with him now. That's just 0.6 now. Soon, though. Right, Mightiest Fortress mission has been issued and Sartosa is now gone. And we've encountered the Daughters of the Forest, who are hopefully minding their own business over there in Arnheim. As the Tour of Yvresse has been besieged. Fortune, the White Sword, and the other Trickster Shard. We're upgrading one of our settlements up to tier 5.
Master of Magic.
Can we just give them the smack? We can just give them the smack. I think we might. We lose some ROR units. I can get rid of Bellicor and Cormac in one fell swoop. We just won't be able to capture them. This settlement garrison is very good. Try to sally on out and see if we have what it takes. Before we go for that attack, though.
Villain.
Let's see if there's anything we can do to increase our chances.
Assur Sorcerer.
And, well, Eltharion doesn't even have his Fang Sword equipped. You big fool. Blade of Seagold can now go to Avel. So we can give
High
Yennefer
Mage.
the Sword of Anti-Heroes. No, why not?
Pure
Alright,
magic.
Cormac versus Yennefer. This first army here, not very scary, and all he has is Melkoth's Mystifying. Just watch out for the hounds coming on in. 50 seconds before their allies arrive. We should be very aggressive. We can deal with Be'lakor pretty quickly here. Be'lakor has... Oh, we can't tell if he has this blade. He likely does. Let's take it to him. Alright, so we'll be using the Settlement Garrison to mostly hold the enemy off. And I think we want to kind of pull to about here where they're forced to go around this rock. So start deployment. You can also take a nice bit of high ground over here and fire down at them. We just don't have the Vanguard deployment to take that position that easily. So we could hide in the forest and blast on away as they come on across. Let's see how many spears we've got. So it's our lads from her army. These 3 plus the Phoenix Guard.
We will obey.
All of these archers. The amount of archers we have right now is amazing. Yeah, I think the play is going to be hanging out over here in this section of woods. Silverhelm's in the woods back there. Ready to run on out, try to ride down some hounds. We'll put the White Lions in front of this group. So as far as the others, we've got Spire Guard, these Normie archers that are now behind the other group, and then our very weakened Valyrian Reavers. Okay, so this will be our line. We'll go for normal spears, and we'll kind of deploy them across here. We can take this position pretty easily. Lots of decisions to be had. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll be smart. Spears here. It'd be harder to actually see the units we're deploying.
Spearmen without fail.
Spears here. Phoenix Guard kind of directly behind. Let's go our kind of weakened spearmen as well. We'll make sure we've got them protecting the flanks. Not doing anything super important, otherwise we'll just lose them. Defending our flanks if they can. Have the White Lions in the very back. Let them come on out from over here. Since neither of them can actually Vanguard deploy, we'll just come up and around once the battle begins. Alright, so Lothar and Seaguard, you guys are in the next line. We'll put them in the gaps. So they can keep firing. As long as they're in guard mode, they can keep firing, even while the front group is engaged in melee. We'll have Lothar and Seaguard be our flank guards, as well as an extra layer of arrow fire. And then we've got Spire Guard of Tor of Yvresse, which we'll kind of keep as an extra layer. They've got a ton of arrows. These Scions, and then we'll go for the light armor archers. Just kind of fit them in wherever we can. 3 more over here. It's going to be a downpour of arrows. I forgot one of my Lothar and Seaguard. Where are you going to go, my good sir? I can deploy you a little bit on the flanks as well. They don't have nearly as much range, but it doesn't really matter. Now we've got our normal archers, which we'll just deploy also in a straight line across. Move a few of them a little ways apart so they're not tripping on each other's feet. This is a archer corps if I've ever seen one. Be'lakor can just fly on in and cause some trouble, but what the plan is with him is we'll just capture him in the middle with the cage and then proceed to delete Bellicor. So Illyrians, you kind of stay back, and we'll have the Silver Helms ready to help out against those hounds. Alright, you on your own.
White lions.
Try to have our guys from
Understood.
her army all as one and in guard mode.
So,
And then the secondary group doing the same. Put you with the Silver Helms though, Lion. And battle begin. Alright, so it's time to advance quite quickly to take this position.
for greater Eltharion.
Don't really even necessarily care that they try to run. As long as we take the better position on the map, that's what I'm here for. As far as we can go over on the sides, we'll just kind of move up to about. Bellicor does have hell cannons, doesn't he? Honestly, we have a fine position.
It is destiny.
It is destiny.
Disciple
Hopefully not.
forever.
But oh. Out of here.
As predicted.
As predicted.
Illyrian breathers.
And the Reaver's kind of forward. Make sure she's not getting hit with any Melkoths. Fall back just a bit. Here comes those reinforcements.
Heralds of the wind.
Silver Helms come on and kind of back.
Apace.
Where are my lions? Have you switch sides?
Moving out.
Alright, so they're going to go for the heavy flank. We are going to
Asur
say no thanks and just kind of come on over here.
without question.
Quickly, like,
Swiftly. Silver helms.
to annihilate this group, but cut them off.
Following orders.
There's like one or two of them that are
Heralds
caught
of
out
the
front. Those Reavers should have disappeared nicely. There's flesh hounds over here too, though, so
wind. Asur, advance. Move.
what a strategy. Cheeky one, too. Hit these warhounds. Bellicor comes straight over after our mage. It's perfect.
Ancestors. Silver helms.
Gonna annihilate that group of flesh hounds. You guys come on around, and we'll have you work on these flesh hounds together. Take some damage back. Oh, I thought you could just activate it like that. Turns out no.
Illyrian breathers.
Sure.
For the king.
I guess that one flesh hound got a little bit spread out. Fall back there, Silver Helms.
Swiftly. Asur, move. Eltharion guides us. Setting
But fall back in a way that you can hit these marauders and that are trying to surround our Reavers.
Question.
Oh, Doom Knights, lovely.
Understood. To the fray. Silver helms.
You guys are getting caught in a pathetic way. That's no good. Once we can deal with these demons. You guys come on through. Same thing with you, Reavers. There's a bunch of hounds coming around. 'Cause why wouldn't you?
Acknowledge. March. For duty.
Rotate to help.
Advance. We go. Understood.
Alright, hounds, let's keep moving. We're gonna lose probably most of these Silver Helms here.
Advance. For Eltharion.
Come through.
Understood. For Oathwatch.
You are to try to hit the Hell Cannon. Bunch of hounds that are hiding away there.
Illyrian breathers. We go.
So they were basically refusing to come at us from the front. It is going to be a side attack all the way.
Acknowledged. March. Asur.
Come on back, they've got hounds that we're protecting on this other side here. These ones should get destroyed quickly.
Eltharion guides us.
Come on, Silver Helms, we need you to come back.
Advance.
If they're getting wiped out.
Asur Archmage. Observe my
I actually think he's in the middle of all of our archers, so we can go ahead and just click X to delete
Hold back.
every archer fire on Bellicor. See how much damage we can get. He's stuck there in the middle.
Setting forth. Orders understood.
Come on, bring him down. Bring him down. One more volley is all we really need, and there goes Bellicor. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Except for now, here comes the artillery barrage. He's gonna get perfect shots straight out of there every single time. Alright, Reavers, come on back. We need some of our silver helms to come back too. Keep doing battle with these flesh hounds. We'll have the spears come help. Now our archers can pick their targets whatever they want. We're gonna lose some guys. Let's have these spears advance. Weaken here. Archers, you all could pick targets. Blasting our blobbed up guys. I guess they left the most of their units back. Come through after these cowards. Spears, come on up.
For duty.
Have all of the silver helms turn through. My white lions, where are you at? Bring them up. Back a bit, weakening everything up front here. Don't let them charge you inside. Someone had to stand up there and take the damage. Go lightning.
Behold my power!
Lions at. Come on, lions. Alright, Silver Helms, let's keep you guys going round. I like how much the enemy is all about taking out your Silver Helms, and that's about it. Reavers, come back.
White lions.
White lions, we need you here in the middle.
Spearmen.
They've decided that they're going to strike all at one spot, so send these lions round. Make our lions invisible. Doesn't look like that actually worked.
Heralds of the wind.
They're not invisible, weird.
Apace. Moving out.
We get everything right here.
I summon the winds!
Cast lightning.
Magic's unleashed!
Come back in. Let's see if we can't deal with these spawn of Zeech.
Advance. We will obey. Forward.
Love it. They've got everything chasing after our helms. Just come through. Don't worry about that.
For duty.
Another explosion comes on in.
Heralds of the wind.
That should be the end for them, though. The lions have caught them. More lads coming back. Send them back into the fray. Bring these reavers around. Actually, we can send them after those horsemen, no problem. Bring these silver helms round. Mage, keep weakening this group here.
Observe my radiance!
Chop those chaos warriors up for me.
Heralds of the wind. For our ancestors.
Fire on those plague bearers. You guys all focus your fire on these plague bearers that are advancing.
Orders received. Archers. Oriole.
See how fast we can delete them.
To battle.
These chaos warriors in the center. Do good stuff. Now let's go after the pink horrors. You may not win that fight, but I believe in you.
Silver helm.
So much so I'll bring some other silver helms to help. Lances couched right into the backs of those chaos warriors.
For duty. Apace.
Fall back just a bit here.
White lions.
White lions hunt down Cormac.
Ready.
That's beautiful. Definitely gonna lose these Illyrian Reavers if we don't have them retreat here.
Can I be brave?
Here comes some spawns, so let's bring them back into the woods and have all of our archers that are on this side start firing. Alright, Battle Cats have feasted over here in the woods. And that is another army of chaos defeated. Glorious stuff. So come, you guys come on away. Those spawn are no joke. Let our archers deal with that.
Archers. Swiftly. Without question.
There we go.
My journey
You
continues.
guys hunt down this lord. Or just these warriors, either one.
Shall be done.
I gotta turn these spawn into pincushions.
The gods are watching.
Most of our arrows hitting trees pretty ineffectively there, but this is a pretty glorious victory against the likes of Be'lakor and his most famous general. I'm gonna round up, or at least spend my time shooting down at these chaos spawn here. I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, close victory. Man, those demons are extremely weak to the Warden's Cage, aren't they? If I'd been throwing spells on a little bit sooner, we probably would have lost even less, but even with that extremely lanky army we were fighting against there, we managed to pull off a win pretty well. Let's go ahead and take the extra replenishment.
They'll spare at your hands from toil.
Bell of the Ball. The first damned is the last to know that his time is up once more. Cast off and cursed by the ruinous powers until they can perhaps find a use for him in a few millennia. More control in this province, more replenishment for this army, more reserve capacity for our magic, and more weapon strength for the entire army. Which is a fantastic defeat trait. Trickster's Shard also gained, and we've got a Barded Ithlamar steed, so she can move a little bit faster.
High Elven
It's
Arch.
extremely needed. So now we'll grab use of Crackling Potency and the Potential Energy, give you even more speed and some Winds of Magic Reserve. 97, she's very fast. We can even snag ourselves. Oh, she's extra good at Chain Lightning, is she? Sounds good to me. Multiple Chain Lightnings.
Behold my power.
Behold my power. Hang on now, why didn't we capture Bellicor? Seems like sometimes the Warden's Cage decides if it does or doesn't want to work.
True magic.
Well, it's time to hunt down Cormac then.
Bring
Surely we can
them
fit you in the
to-
cage. Decisive victory. I'm going to treat this one like an auto-resolve, and I will catch you all at the very end of it. I just want to fight it so we can actually capture this guy in the cage. In a moment. Alright, and there's our pseudo-auto-resolve. Hopefully we managed to capture Cormac. It said we did, but we'll find out. Still did lose 24 because that was a massive charge of Warhounds. We'll just go ahead and take the forced labor here as well.
They can serve the tower.
They can indeed serve the tower. Got a Shirt Assailant for Yennefer, and a Starwood Staff. This gnarled staff looks out of place amongst the refined possessions of the elves. However, looks are oft deceiving. That's amazing. That's amazing. So we did capture Cormac, and Crom was slain, so we've got ourselves a new prisoner. We go ahead and interrogate him for that Ruin Shelter ability and 200 experience,
I know.
and then just go ahead and get rid of him. Glorious.
High Elven Arch.
I think now we do deal with Ickis. How about you give me the Laius Blessing?
Benediction.
Move in and have ourselves yet another... Ooh. Alright. Well, this is going to be another one we consider an auto-resolve, so I will catch you all in just a half second. Alright, another Force of Chaos dusted. Only 3 fell in the fighting because fighting against Slaanesh is always dangerous no matter what. Same thing with Khorne. Did we manage to capture her? We did. I think if they manage to disintegrate away, like to leadership drop before you capture them, that also for some reason does not throw them into Atheltamara. I think Atheltamara has a couple. It's very finicky. Our cage here. But welcome to being captured, Ickis.
High
Now you
Elven
kiss
Archmage.
bars. Elven Archmage. We can move on Torcorioli next turn. Switch into an ambush stance. Come on over here. And then we will prepare to assault. Oh, perfect. That'll be an easy claim. Batten down the hatches. Come on back over here to Eltharion, where it looks like Wurzag, the Great Green Prophet, has appeared. Him and his friend Scram.
Prince Eltharion.
You poor fools. We're gonna come on in and once again interrogate this demon.
You will talk.
You
It
will.
is inevitable.
Although interrogating a Slaaneshi demon is probably more if you just sit them in the middle of the room and don't do anything to them at all. And then execution. Prize. Alright, Eltharion, you've only got 1 skill point. I actually think more Merchant Lord sounds amazing. Let's grab Speed of Assyrian, though. That way he is fast and more melee defense. Yes, fast and more melee defense. We haven't even worked on his... We need to start working on his magic line. He has so many good skills.
Duty.
Let's move in and see if Scram wants to fight.
They
We can drag them all
cannot
outside of the settlement. How perfect. Oh, we could just auto-resolve you. Wurzag, you lucky. I'm here for a awesome battle and not a boring auto-resolve. We will pick up the next episode with a gigantic fight against Wurzag, the Great Green Prophet. I think, alright, we're here from the future. Thank you all to those who have stayed through my outro. I decided once I came on into editing, I noticed that because we had the pseudo auto-resolve for a couple battles here, we didn't have that many fights for this episode outside of the one against Bellicor itself. So we'll have ourselves a brawl against Scram and Wurzag. Let's do it. Alright, battle on the Badlands in the dark. Lovely. Probably something that the Greens... Oh no, you poor fools. They're going to all be coming out of this small zone here. Well then, Silver and Guard, you are going to be in for a long fight. Let's do Silverin
It will be done.
with a good old normal set of spears here. Spread them out a little bit so that way I can move them in as soon as I want. We have a lot of time though. About 2 minutes before these guys start showing up, and they're all coming through this little small ravine. How unfortunate.
It will be done.
Get our archers and set them up all along the outside here.
Without fail. Understood.
2 more here coming on in. Guys up back here.
Acknowledge.
There's a nasty layering of fire, and then if anything actually manages to make it through, we've got the Rangers on either side to rush in. I'm gonna have the extra spears also behind, because Wurzag does have some pretty big blasty spells when he wants to. All we're missing is our Ballistae, which we'll put back here. And immediately on multi-shot round. And our Athel Tamara Faith Bearers can just make sure no one manages to close that gap. Eltharion's gonna hunt down Scram. He'll just be our up front fighter. Oh, glorious. We have the Illyrian Reavers getting a little bit closer because they should be able to fire right over the backs of our friendly archers. Singularities, infantry. Oh, that's exactly right. Infantry, we're going to actually have everyone in guard mode. Except for our archer Illyrian Reavers, because we're not going to have them move in at all. Alright. Poor Scram. I'm not going to go after capturing Wurzag just because I don't like how there's kind of a weird... Sometimes you're able to capture the enemy generals that are coming on in as reinforcements. Sometimes you can't. Stormwing versus this poor little gobbo.
Blood and vengeance.
Blood and vengeance.
Guided by waystones.
I mean, you're at least the size of Stormwing's claw. Couple swings.
I fight for Yvresse.
As soon as he does start trying to flee, we'll have to capture him in place for a moment. That way we can... Obviously, we're going to wait reinforcements.
Always ready.
We can actually capture him. Orion's doing so much damage. Alright, lock him in place. And then we'll have you all,
Lawmaster of Poet.
I guess, advance as far as you're allowed to. Clearly there's some weird stuff going on here.
Without fail. As you
War Master
say.
take the furthest step up. Oh, come on, Eltharion. You're going to keep battering him around. You're not even going to capture him. You're letting everyone down. Yep, you're letting everyone down.
For Tor Yvresse.
For Tor Yvresse, indeed. Fortunately, Scram doesn't get captured, so, Warden's Cage wasted. Make sure we slay him, that way it's a full-on leadership penalty for a dead lord.
Without fail. Without question.
How much time we got? 17 seconds? Get on over here, Eltharion. Zoom, zoom. Give our archers...
Illyrian archers.
Ooh. Nice cast. Was an immediate cast, too.
Lawmaster of
We can do the same, though, whereas I can enjoy the Spirit Leech. Oh, I think I missed. You lucky. We'll heal this first group here and just watch the carnage.
Louis Sinner.
We want war. I'm sure you do. We are here to bring it. This is the most glorious choke point. The sound of metal blinking off, or arrows blinking off of their armor. What you gonna do, Works? They keep bringing in more, which seems to be the big issue here. start to take a little bit of damage. We'll just drop down the Overcast Earthblood, and then the Apotheosis. Just watch him tank that. Let's have Eltharion take out the trolls in the back line, though. Ooh, I popped the melee defense a little bit early.
Powered by vengeance.
Helm of Yvresse for these spears, so they won't die.
By my father's blade.
And yeah, that's that. Oh, they lobbing rocks? Oh, you lucky dogs. They kept him camped back here in the back. Alright, they're gonna go ahead and flee. Which is slightly unfortunate for us, but we're gonna have a lot of work to fight inside the settlement itself. Maybe next time we let them come on out just a little bit before just annihilating them all. Flee for your puny lives, orcs. Oh, I guess that's that. Road victory. And now that is a proper end to the episode. 16 lost in that fight. We were outnumbered by a little bit, but only 16 lost is glorious. We will go ahead and take the experience because 100 gold is not worth it.
They deserve no better.
We've got the Great Green Killer, so Eltharion's even tankier. When you take a swing at the Prophet, you smite Gork and Mork as well. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Prince
Oh, Warsack didn't get taken out there. I'm not sure how you managed to flee before you got slain by the hundreds of arrows coming your way, but good on you. Let's grab Earthing, and then we just auto-resolve this battle here. Go ahead and auto-resolve it. Lost a few, but we should be able to replenish that up next turn, and no problem, especially if we choose to loot and occupy. So I've got the Gray. We battled ceaselessly for generations, and will continue that tradition for generations to come. Warsack has been oh, he actually captured him. I didn't know you guys would use the cage. Cool. We'll go ahead and interrogate Warsack then, and then
your secrets.
just execute him right away. See ya, bud. There's 2 upgrades available for us. We can go ahead and kick in the Ruined Mistwalker command post, which will allow us to actually build up Mistwalker building chains. And the secondary one gives us +3 recruit rank for all of our Mistwalkers. Probably not a bad idea, actually. Get our high command up before we get any of the buildings. Very good stuff. We are into Yvresse Defense Level 2, so now the mists have spread to all owned regions in the Yvresse province. We've also got some of the Sentinels for Tor Yvresse proper, and then the Oath of Replenishment, too. So taking down Yvresse now is going to be very, very difficult for our enemies. Well, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and repair things up here at Ekrund. Tier 3 is what we have to get to in order to get the walls, which is always surprises me. I think we'll go ahead and pop in another plaza here at Ekrund. What else can we do in terms of building? Stormhinge up with the Elven Artisan, and I think also walls. We just need watchtowers everywhere we can get them. Too many enemies down here in the Badlands. Over in Tor Yvresse proper, though. Not really, no upgrades.
High Elven Archmage.
How sad. All this money, nothing to do with it just yet. Alright, well that is now going to be all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Thank you all so much for dropping by and sticking through me with the this kind of a weird extended episode. I will see you all in the next one.